Hey everybody, how's it going? So it's been about 2 months. I know a lot of you have been asking, how is the property, the investment property, my first investment property, going over in Sugar House? And it's been about 2 months now, so I'm here with Coach Maylee. We're going to give you an update on what's been going on for the last 2 months.
Yes.
So Maylee, what's been going on the last 2 months?
Right. A lot of nothing. No, just kidding. So basically what you have to realize when you're doing a property like this, and it's a lot, right? We knew taking on this type of property, which is why we were one of the only people who are willing to take on a property like this. It takes a lot of footwork when it comes to getting a permit. So unfortunately, the city is very specific, rightfully so. They should be very on top of what they will approve and what they won't. And so because it took so long to get the permit on this property, Ramjack was already booked out really far. So we are using Ramjack on this property to do the lift on the home because, as you remember, it is a little squampus, right?
Foundation has sunk a little bit, so we got to raise that.
Yeah, a little. Okay, the most it can possibly ever be sunk unless So we actually did hit a home run on this property for one specific reason. And that is, one, it still hasn't sunk. So in 2 months, they did come back out recently and verify that it has not sunk anymore. So that's really good. The second thing that we lucked out on is that if it had sunk any more than which it is right now, which is 6 inches, there's no way they couldn't do anything about it. This home would have to be torn down. And the reason is because any home in this whole area can only be lifted 6 inches. And so if it's sunk any more than that, then there's nothing they can do because that is the exact level in which, right? Because you'll still be teeter-tottered in the home even if they lifted it 6 inches. So we did luck out. That's why we said yes to this project. Unfortunately, though, permitting is always a little bit more tricky than you think it's going to be, especially on a home like this of its size, but also because of the issues that's going on. They're very particular when it comes to architecture and structural engineering, and they've sent it back a couple times saying denied, and then it takes a couple weeks for them to say yes or to deny it again, and then we resubmit it, and then they go, oh, just kidding, we don't like this either. Like, oh, okay, well.
Government hard at work.
Yes, very hard. So because of that, I would say, know when you're going into a property like this, just as my biggest feedback. That's why we justified doing 10 months on this home. Anyone that's in on this deal knows that it's going to be 8 to 10 months before we're done, and that's because we knew the front end was going to be the hard part. So this home it's scheduled on finally we got everything approved, we got permits, we got everything to go. So we're going to lift this home on August 5th. So that's when the update's gonna be. We'll invite everybody out here. We'll be able to watch it. You can go live on YouTube or whatever. It'll be really fun to, see this home get lifted up. It'll be a fun experience.
Unfortunately, with all those permits and having to go back and forth the whole time, our foundation lift, Ramjack, had to postpone it because they can't get on schedule unless we have a date. And the soonest they can get in is August 5th.
Yep.
So August 5th is when we'll get that lifted finally.
Yep.
And then start the demo on it.
Yep. And it'll go pretty quick once that happens. It's just simply making sure that we do the structural part first, just so that we're not screwing up the plumbing and electrical. We get started on now because we have the permit, but the electricians need to know where the plumbing is going to go in order to kind of with bathrooms and things like that. So really, it's just smart to kind of just let it sit for a second. Yes, it makes everyone right crazy because it's just sitting, but nah, it's been sitting for a long time anyway. It doesn't really change anything as far as that goes.
A little frustrating. We got to wait a little bit longer. Wait on other people, other people to give us the okay on it. But yeah, we got everything, the permits approved, as said, and then we'll do another update here in another month or two. We'll show you the demo process, and then
get to it. Yeah. We'll go live with when we lift their house too. That'll be really fun.
Right on.
Okay, see you guys.
Thanks, guys.